Hi, this is Dr. Fast here. In this video I will show you this 300 watt power inverter I got from Amazon. I'll put a link for this item in my description below. And let me open this up and I'll show you what's inside. Here is the inverter itself. It comes with a cigarette lighter plug. It also comes with alligator clips to connect directly to your car battery. Here is the user manual. So for those of you who are not familiar with power inverter, what it does is that it takes 12 volt DC input and converts it to 120 volt AC output. So you can use it to power many devices that requires 120 volt AC in your vehicle. Let's have a closer look at this device. On the left side, we have two lugs here. The red one is positive and the black one is negative. So you connect the cables that came with this inverter onto these two lugs. In the middle, we have the cooling fan. Next to it is the on-off switch. On the other side, we have two AC outlets here. Next to it, there are two USB charging ports. Now, both of these are rated at 2.4 amp. And that's very nice because many devices out there only offer one of them being 2.4 amp, and the other one might be like 1 or 1.5 amp. This one has two 2.4 amp USB charging ports. Right above that is the LED to show you the power is turned on or off. Here are the two types of DC input cabling they provide you. On the far left, we have the cigarette lighter, so it's very convenient. You can plug this into the cabin of your vehicle and get the 12 volt you need. The other one next to it is the alligator clamps, so you can directly connect this to the car battery. Now the difference is that you're going to get more wattage out of the inverter if you use the alligator clamp. Why I say that is because this inverter has a maximum input of 20 amp at 12 volt. Now as you know, car batteries can go up to 14 volt when it's running. So if you do some calculation, 14 volt at 20 amp will give you about 280 watt. Whereas with the cigarette lighter, most of them are fused at about 15 amp. And 15 amp multiplied by 14 volt, you get close to about 200 watt. So that's the difference between the two connections. But of course, for convenience, the cigarette lighter is going to be easier to connect. So let's say if you want to connect the alligator clamp onto these two lugs, what you want to do is remove the cap at the end here. There are two washers. Take out one of them and then connect the positive and the negative. Put the washer back on. And then screw on the cap. Another nice feature about this inverter is that there is a built-in reverse polarity protection. So in case you connect the positive to the negative terminal and the negative to the positive terminal, it will not damage this unit. So let's take some measurements on this power inverter. On the left, I have a LiPo power pack here. This will be like your car battery. It outputs 12 volt. And then I connected the negative terminal and the positive terminal to the power inverter. When I turn on the power switch at the back, the green LED turns on, telling you this unit is powered on. So let's test the AC output with my multimeter. As you can see, 120 volt AC. Same thing for the other one. 120 volt AC. So let me show you some examples of how to use this. Here I have a charger for my camera's battery. Uses AC. Let me plug this in. And you'll see the LEDs turned on. So now I can charge this camera battery using the inverter. Or another example is I have this Sanyo charger for my AA batteries. Plug this in. Now you see the flashing LED telling you that the AA batteries are charging. Or perhaps you're at a work site and you need to have some extra lighting. We can also use the USB charging port to charge my phone right here. So let's connect this to the car battery. And it works exactly the same as what I showed you earlier. Positive to positive, negative to negative. Turn on the power switch and you see the green LEDs on. So here I have my snap-on work light. Let's plug this in. Or you can use this to charge the battery for your cordless tool. Here I have a Dremel tool. So here I've changed out the cabling to use the cigarette lighter. And all you have to do is plug this in. Turn on the ignition. Turn on the power. And the unit powers on. So as you can see, a power inverter is very versatile. There are many different applications you can use this for. Also, this unit is very small, very compact. You can put this in your glove box or in the trunk. So if you're interested in getting something like this for yourself, I will put the Amazon link in my description below. Well, I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you have any questions, leave a comment below, and don't forget to click on the thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.